CWC. All right. She pronounced his name wrong, but it's all right though. Everybody do it. It's Shu'Kuri Campbell, and I'm Talib Campbell, and we the Cboyz. And one thing that I try to do before we dance is give the message of the song behind what we dance to, because every song has a message behind it. Yes. And the first dance that we're gonna do is it's a story that I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with, and it's David and Goliath. And what's amazing about the story of David and Goliath is Goliath was so big and he terrified everybody, and David, this little boy, he had the faith in God. I'll just go back to what my cousin said earlier. You know, he knew that. Hit me, Lord.
Take your time. Take your time.
He knew that.
Come on, you got it.
Okay. Philippians 4:13, that he could do all things through Christ which strengthens him.
That's right.
And he knew that, you know, he had faith in God, and there was nothing that Goliath could do to stop him because God was on his side.
Amen.
And the next song that we would dance to after is called "Dwell in Sin," and it's about this guy he's saved, and his flesh wants to talk to him to get him to do things that he used to do in his past. But I want to know how many people in here know that, and when you get saved, that you become a new creation, and the old things of you have passed away. So I hope y'all enjoy it. And I just want to say, you know, just listen to the message as well as watch us do what we do. Thank y'all. Oh yeah, and I want to thank y'all for having us.
Time for war when God's people saw the Philistines in between the sea cast a call. But God had Saul in the place, so both of these armies was practically face to face. The Philistines had a dude that was leading their crew. He was 9'2", and nasty and rude and mean as they come, and he was known for beating other soldiers like drums. He was undefeated, he had the full armor. I don't think that he needed it, cause he would look down and laugh, take a swing and chop his enemies in half. And his name was Goliath, and all the Saul's soldiers thought that they would die if they ever fought with the giant. So they laid low and they wasn't even trying. They said it's like killing yourself. Goliath saw this, he started feeling himself. He hollered out, listen up, chief, we don't need whole armies to settle this beef. Pete, send over your coldest soldier. If he could fade me, we'd be your slaves and you own us. But if he tries to take off, I'll beat his brakes off, slice his face off, or chop his waist off, leave him in two. Your army can't harm me, punk. Now what you won't do? And Saul and his crew was looking at each other like, dude, he talking to you. And they was all scared to face dog. They like, you heard him, he chopping faces and waist off. And nobody moved. Everybody scared to die, so they was scared to lose. And Goliath was so cool. For 40 days in a row, yo, this is what he do. He stand there, rip off his shirt, draw a line in the dirt and scream, wanna get hurt? Every morning he'd get up, the Israelites would watch him do 1,000 sit-ups. Boulders he'd pick up without even trying. His army would get behind him and sing, and he would start cabbage patching and fall down laughing and nothing would happen. Nobody made a peep, but God had a plan, he was watching the sheep. And his name was David from Bethlehem. He was the youngest of 8 kids. And his job was to shepherd 3 brothers in the army. Sometimes he would be Saul's helper. One day, his father said, Dave, take this food to your brothers and make sure that they're okay. So he left the next day, and Saul's army was still in the same place. David was so happy to see his big brothers. He ran up to him and he gave him big hugs. He said, is everything cool? That's when he heard Goliath scream, what y'all gonna do? said, who is that? They said, it's Goliath, the giant from Gath. And everybody ran. David was like, what's going on, man? They said this bully keeps sweating us, and each and every day he comes out here to threaten us. Whoever put him on his back gets one of the king's daughters and don't have to pay taxes. And David said, who is this slime ball? And why y'all just let him stand here and defy y'all? His brother said, yeah, right, man, get out of here, Dave. You just want to see a fight. That's so weak, you little red-faced geek. Go back home with daddy, man. Who watching the sheep? And David said, why you tripping? I just asked a question. I think y'all forgetting y'all the army of the Lord. And you hide like that. Get your sword. Go talk to Goliath like that. He had a meeting with the king. Don't worry about the thing. I'ma bury this Philistine. Saul said, you just a baby, David. He been fighting since he was your age. Are you crazy? He said, I watch my sheep, and every time a lion or a bear try to creep, thinking he gon' come and eat one of my lambs, I'm right there like, man, with my club in my hand. No, sir, and he better give it up. If he wanna play rough, he got a brand new bearskin rug. Now, how is this different? He laughed at the armies of God, man, dude, tripping. So Saul was like, cool, let's get dude some armor and see what he can do. He gave him a helmet and a vest, strapped the sword on his chest. He took 1 or 2 steps. He said, I can't even do it. This stuff is too heavy, man. I'm not used to it. He took it off, gave it back to the king. Looked down and found 5 smooth rocks in the stream. Put them in his bag, grabbed his staff and his sling, and he said, I'll be right back. Don't y'all worry about a thing. He went full speed ahead, and everybody watching was like, that boy dead. Goliath said, what's this? Am I a dog? Did y'all send a little boy with a stick? Come on over here, chief. I'ma leave you in the street as a treat for the buzzards to eat. David said, yeah, you doing all the laughing. You coming with a sword and a spear and a javelin. But I come in the name of the Lord, and you will never disrespect God's army no more. I'ma cut off your head and leave you dead in the field. And the world gon' know it's a God in Israel. And he don't need weapons to save his people. The battle ain't ours, cause the Lord gon' defeat you. So we ran out to beat him, and David wasn't scared. He ran halfway to meet him. Reached in his bag, pulled out a rock, kissed it, put it inside his slingshot, cocks, and he said, ready, aim, fire, and it hit him in the head and sunk into his brain, and he fell with a crash. The champion from Gath laid out face down on the grass, and since he had no sword, David said, Goliath, man, please borrow your spank. And he used it to kill him. He chopped off his head and he said, let's get him! And the Philistines ran, and God's army killed every last man. If you don't think you can make it, and you the underdog, and you fighting the favorite, well, it don't matter what they said. Always trust God and remember David. Let's go.
Hello? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm finna head to the studio right now. I'm just about to go to the store and quick give me an energy drink. Alright then, I'll holler at you.
Hey, Clay. You wanna have some fun?
Nah, sis, you got the wrong one, man.
Forget you, man.
What's up, little bro? I got some of that green. Why don't you get one of these bags up off me? Get your tight eye around here.
Nah, homie, I'm straight. You got that, man. Yeah, I just want to get this energy drink.
It's all for you, man. You don't need no zigzag, no Newport, nothing like that.
Nah, man.
What, you mix this energy drink with some Hennessy? You be dope, dog. Go to the back, get your fifth, dog.
Nah, man. I got Jesus, man. I'm good, homie.
I got Jesus too, but Jesus and Hennessy go good together.
Temptation, word.
Hey, look, what's good, man? It's me again. The one you used to call your friend. No, you right for God, man. You always get me caught with sin. Here you go with that again.